Hi everybody, and today this is my ranking of every Mario Kart 64 track from worst to best, and I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to say for the intro. Subscribe. D tier. Ooh, scary ghosts. Credits to whoever made all these videos. They're sorry. Credit to the Deaf Retro Gamer for most of these videos. So, at last place, we have Banshee Boardwalk. Now, there's a continuation of every single Super Mario Kart theme, I think, in Mario Kart 64. The Mario Circuits with the raceways, the Adult Plains with Moo Moo Farm, the two Vanilla Lakes with Sherbet Land and Frappe Snowland, the Bowser Castles with the Bowser's Castle, and the Rainbow Road with the Rainbow Road. Chocolate Island with Chocolate Mountain too. And for the Ghost Valleys, which were actually one of my favorite themes in it, even though the music sucked, it had interesting track design. I liked the idea that the side parts kind of fall apart when you kind of like broken when you hit them. It was a unique way to add walls. In this one, they didn't keep that gimmick intact, and it was very annoying. Now, the issue with this is this part. There's parts like this right here. You see this part right here. I play on 100cc and 50cc, and this guy, I'm pretty sure, is playing on 150cc. So, the only way to cross this part without falling in the pit right there is to slow down. And this is the only course where I have to actively slow down, other than that one part on Royal Raceway, which I'll get to later. This is the only part where I have to actively slow down. And I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how this guy managed it. Oh, never mind, he doesn't. See? This guy still does it. And this course is, what makes it worse is that it's not even like and it's the penultimate course, so they had to make it hard, but it's not like a good kind of hard. Like, it's not like a fun or good kind of hard. And then there's this tacky inside section. It's very nothing. It's just not very good of a course, and half these corners you're gonna be ramming into anyways. The ghosts aren't really too intrusive, but like the Ghost Valleys, it also has one of the literal worst music tracks in the entire series. Like in Ghost Valleys, it went like like, it wasn't fit for a race, but at least it sounded kind of good. And this one just goes like like that's how it, and that's even a little faster. It's just not fit for a racing theme at all. It's not fun. And like half these turns do not fit this game well at all, per se. There's the big fish that jumps, I guess. I mean, hi, honey. Sorry, that was my grandma. Yeah? None. And it's just, I don't know. It's a boring course, and this guy's gonna fall off this part again, right? Oh. Oh, that's funny. Usually when I get hit by bananas, I slide. Then there's this part, which I don't know why is here. But, yeah, it's a very... Then that welcome sign is not horror at all. There'll be another course later at the bottom of B tier that plays this a little more successfully. But for now, we are going to put this one in the D tier. My God, they stuffed the snowman with bombs. And continuing off of what I left there, this is one of the continuation courses of the Vanilla Lakes. More specifically, Vanilla Lake 1, since it's the first one in the it's the first snow course in the game. Yes, there's 2 snow courses in this game. There's 2 snow courses in this game, and fun fact, the other one is right next to it. Oh yeah, I'll also credit to CRF17 Gaming, because I also had this guy in. So, Frappe Snowland. So, yeah, it's a very... There's these parts, which are nothing, but then... And there, right there was one of the main issues. You see all the snowmen? Now you hit them and you explode, as you saw Bowser do earlier. But this. What happened here?
Who's talking to you?
Myself. Who decided this is okay? Who decided this? They stuffed the friggin' snowman with bombs, and then there's that poor statue of Mario. I mean, that's like, eh. And yeah, it's really hard to navigate around them, especially in the 64. And, in case you didn't notice, to counteract people just cutting across the top of the snow, they added Lakitu pickup zones at the top of them. But the thing is, they did not play test these at all. At all. If you pull up any video of time trials, if they go just slightly, like, if they go more than like 5 yards off the ground, then they're gonna then Lakitu's gonna be like, nope. And yeah, it's just, ugh. Every part that doesn't piss you off is just boring. Like, it's either just boring and forgettable, or actively pissing you off. So, yeah, that's number 15. The penguins are, frick, there's penguins. Yes. Yes. This is another one of the Vanilla Lake continuations. The second one in the game. But the difference is, and this is one of the, and credit to Def Retro Gamer again. And this is, oh yeah, right there, the penguins. Yeah, there's gonna be, this part is just, it's kind of like Vanilla Lake 2 where you could hop between them, like hop between the little gaps in the ice. Yeah, it's Frappe Snowland was Vanilla Lake 1 and this is Vanilla Lake 2. And then here is the worst part. These penguins in this tunnel, this does not resemble a racetrack at all. Like, the other parts barely do, but the other parts kind of do, but they barely do. But this one just doesn't resemble a racetrack at all. Like, there's no good way of telling if you should go one way or another, and you're constantly crashing into walls since the penguins are gonna be blinding you. And then there's this turn, which always catches me off guard, and yeah, it's... And then there's these walls right there, which don't really, I mean, to be honest, I'd rather have that than something. This is kind of just Vanilla Lake 2 all over again. It's just bad, not fun, and I don't know why that thing's considered part of that right there. But yeah, it is considerably bad. Anyways, next one. Oops, shoot. Anyways, next one. C tier. Yeah, that was the last D tier one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, here is the continuation of the Donut Plainses. Wait. It's an oval. It's an oval. In my last video, I compared this to Coco Park. And yeah, it's a very boring course, but at least it's earlier in the game than Coco Park. Coco Park is in like what the Star Cup equivalent of this game. It's crazy. It's very insane. This is just why. This course is just not fun. It's an oval. It's like the worst type of tour track. It's an oval. There's moles on the right side of the track. If you try to drift in them, yeah, sure, that's interesting, but just seriously though. And I mean, there's two bridges you drive under and not on at any point, like that one right there. I feel this is the continuation of the Donut Plainses, and it kept one thing intact as well, like the continuations of the Vanilla Lake continuations continued the fact that they actively piss people off, and this one continued the fact that it's freaking boring. And what else is there about this? I feel like the way to fix this track would just been like to add a bridge right here maybe, and then add a little more, like you cross over this part on one of the bridges and it'll cut through here. It'll be a little more interesting or something. I feel like that would have been a similar, you could just make it similar to a figure eight. It'll bulge down that one and swerve a little bit here, swerve out, just little zigzags, and then right here and bam, back in. That'll be my idea of the way of fixing this track, and take advantage of the elevation parts of this track. So yeah, bad track. Next, Wario. God, Wario's fat, and his stadium is too. Okay, let's go. Oh, would you look at that? This is one of the original themes, since there wasn't any stadiums in the original Super Mario Kart. And yeah, Kellogg's is advertising in the middle of my video. Screw you. Yes, I don't have YouTube Premium. I'm a teenager. What do you expect? And this is the one. I mean, I still like this course, but yeah, it's the easiest course in the Star Cup, which is surprising. Because, yeah, this is a very... The track is, there's a bunch of turns and a bunch of jumps, and Wario's being cocky. And Wario's a narcissistic a-hole, and likes putting his face on the side of the track, so that's nice. There's this jump right here, which... Let's go to this part. Okay, I'll pause it at that one moment, since I think he's about to get there. Okay, so we go down here. He goes down here. And there's a bunch of turns and a bunch of jumps, and that's nice. I think people are just complaining that it is very short. That I meant not short, but it's very long, which I can understand. They should have took more of a Wario Coliseum approach, and like in Double Dash, and made it 2 laps. But this is the part that people also like to complain. Right here. That jump is going over this part of the track. Everybody, they always say it's kind of like Mario Circuit 2. This is actually reminds me of a continuation of Mario Circuit 2, how there's a jump over a certain part of the track. The only difference is people praise Mario Circuit 2 and people hate this course. That's unfair. And yeah, I'm part of the hate. I mean, Mario Circuit 2 is my favorite Super Mario Kart course, but I mean, it's just, I mean, yeah, people complain that you could fall back right here. Same thing in Super Mario Kart, and it's way easier there. It's not, they always complain that you can hit an item and fall down. Dude, this is a really thin stretch of track. It's very elevated. What are they complaining about? I mean, in Mario Circuit 2, the jump is way easier to screw up, because you could fall on the sides and you could fall in the dirt and then hit the jump and then accidentally go all the way back. I used to do that every single time I played that course. But this one, I never had that issue. So, I mean, it's just not bad. And yeah, 1 lap is gigantic. I mean, this is 4 minutes. I mean, this is well over 4. This is around 5 minutes long. I mean, it's gonna be a little annoying, and you're gonna probably want to stop at like lap 2, but still. I mean, it's easiest in the Star Cup, because the Star Cup is the hardest in the game, for me at least. Why'd they put the Bowser's Castle in the Star Cup, though? I'll never understand that. Anyway, okay, course. It's just that it feels like it should have been a shorter one, and it feels like it takes like 15 years to complete. Oh my god, how deep is this pit? Now, this one could be argued as a continuation to the Donut Plains, but I am not one of those people. I mean, actually, no, there's no argument for that. I'm like the only person who notices like these very funny things, but this could be like a continuation of the Donut Plains, kinda. But I mean, this is what makes the course unique. This part right here, it has diverging paths, and the thing is, the game's like, yeah, and the thing is, the game doesn't know where you are, or at least it wants you to think that way. The actual thing is, once you get to like the map that goes all the way around your screen, the one that goes like that, question mark boxes are still on there. I mean, it's not like just complete blank. Like, the question mark boxes do move around that way. And that's like kind of the only, and so the game is actually just keeping the placements away from you, because yeah, fun. And yeah, the only real way to tell is the only way to tell is if you get hit with an item, which one spins out. That's an easy way to tell. I mean, not an easy way, but yeah, it's the easiest way to tell. So, I mean, yeah, it's a good course in Mario Kart 8, though. Everybody's gonna be arguing, like, it's a good course in Mario Kart 8, though. And they're gonna be like, what's the problem? No, that one, that didn't take too long. But that took a while, right? Like, those pits are pretty deep. And you can come, and sometimes and that's like the fastest path. But I mean, it's more of a risk factor since you don't really, since you probably don't want to go on that path since it's really thin. But in Mario Kart 8, it's thicker, so yeah. So, I mean, I feel like this course should have went more. The issue is that I feel like they should just add like a bit of something like a little pit, like a, I don't know, a dark abyss instead of these gigantic freaking pits. And they add these spiny things to here. And that guy actually successfully navigated it that time, so good on him. I mean, I can only navigate that by slowing down. Only a couple of parts in the game where I could do that. But it's not very. And that long part at the end, that long stretch at the end, I usually try. It's always like a mad dash to the end, though. And the reason this is easier is that there's enjoyable parts. Like it's still good. It's still a good course. It's just that it's very easy to fall off. Yeah. Better course in Mario Kart 8, but I mean, I can't say it's all that bad just because the pits are deep and it refuses to tell you no matter what. Anyways, it's not bad, but not good. Wait a second. Which one did I do for this? Oh, B tier. Oh, yeah, I messed up that part in the slides. Oops. Oh, yeah, it's Bowser's Castle. Shoot. Well, this is gonna be controversial. Well, put down your pitchfork since, yeah, this is still a fun Bowser's Castle. But there's a couple issues with it. This is like a continuation to Bowser's Castles in Super Mario Kart. And the continuation that they did is that there's a couple of parts that still feel bullshit. Like there's first off, if you like look over there, it's just like a gigantic ocean of lava. That part kind of confuses me. Like, how far is the lava? Like, how'd they even get here? Did they get like airlifted? But there's this. I mean, there's Morty. That's nice. I like Morty. Look over here. It's nice. Some thwomps, but those thwomps are the first issue that I have. Those ones are way too intrusive and really hard to get through. Because they like move in random patterns. It's feel like more of a sit and wait for this instead of just dodge it. It's more of a sit and wait. And there's this turn. And here's the first annoying part. This thin bridge over this tiny room in lava. Yeah. It's very thin. It's kind of like the one in DK's Jungle Parkway, Yoshi's Valley, and I think there's one at the end of Yoshi Valley, but there's a little wall, but there's borders on the side, which makes it easier to not fall off. And the thing is, I usually fall off at least once on this court, right there. I mean, it nails the spooky aesthetic that Banshee Boardwalk was missing, which is good. But, I mean, that turn always throws me off, too. I usually fall into that lava. Then there's that turn. I mean, it's still nice, but every single time you do it, you bump into the wall. It's kind of like the spiral in Papu's Pyramid or Dragon Mines in CTR. Oh yeah, by the way, my last video got like 20 views. I'd like someone to see this one. Once you're done with this one, I'd like you to see my other one. So yeah. Anyways, then there's this section that part throws me off. That it makes me think that I could go through there and still just go hit it. But I mean, yeah, it's kind of like a set off. Like, no, you shouldn't go there. And yeah, this course is still good. Like that, it has a creepy aesthetic. It's nice. I really like the music. And there's that Bowser who's vomiting fire. And Morty. I think he was the one at the end of TikTok Clock in Super Mario 64 that you need to climb to the top. I'm pretty sure that that's the reason why he was jailed. I mean, these are the same ones as Mario 64. But, I mean, still, it's a good course, but it's frustrating. But it has, like, frustrating parts that don't really fit. Sometimes there's a couple of frustrating parts that aren't necessarily too fitting for this game's controls. I think it was better. It was better in Wii, but I've only played Wii like once in my life. So yeah, because I don't own a Wii. I don't own a Nintendo 64 either, or a SNES, or a Game Boy Advance. But I'm playing this on a Switch Virtual Console. And I don't think playing with a flimsy joystick's gonna help me here. But I mean, still. I would be lying if I said this wasn't still a good course. Number 9. Mario.
Haunted by a concept you've been dying to make?
My gosh. Every single time I'm trying to start one of these videos, I come up with an ad. And gosh. Ah, yes, Mario Raceway, the basic bitch course. It's a continuation to one of them, to Mario's Circuit. It's one of the continuations to Mario Circuits in the original. And this game says Raceway instead of Circuit, which I kinda don't mind, to be honest. Yeah, my parents told me to sit off to the side for the CU game since I was getting a little mad at the CU game, which I'll make a video probably a little bit later about once it's done. But this is a anyway, yeah. I mean, family I said I was gonna go outside, and then my parents said, no, it's snowing outside, just play on your Chromebook or something like that. So and I said, because I don't want to get in trouble, or since I'm getting mad right now, so I just said I'm gonna go outside. But anyways, this course is, what is it? It's in the lower half of the list because it's kind of basic. I mean, it's a good one. It's a good one. I mean, I like it, but there's some turns that kind of feel off. I always forget about this one. I kind of always forget about this one too, though, since Royal Raceway is very goated and Luigi Raceway is also very goated, because Luigi Raceway is number 1. Because Luigi. This one's kind of the worst out of the circuits in this game, if you're not including Mario Stadium. I mean, it has the same music for some reason. But I mean, I didn't really say much about this. It's a very basic course. Intermediate circuit, I'd say. It's fun enough, but I mean, I'd rather play quite a couple other courses. Wait, oops. Sorry. Ouija Pie. Speaking of Luigi Raceway from Mario Kart 64. This is the kind of middle. This is the first circuit you come into the game. Now it's not I said this was better than Roost Tubes in my video, and that's kind of because those side parts are interesting. And there's a couple of bumps right there, like I like that. There's these nice turns. It's very fun. Drift around, that's fun, I like this. And there's that nice tunnel with the Jumbotron. Mario Stadium also has a Jumbotron, but very easy to forget about. This one is a nice Jumbotron, I like that. I mean, they have one Mario Kart Stadium too, though. The only difference is that this one isn't really too good. It's very buggy in capturing it, but I mean, Yeah, it's still good. I mean, you're acting like that's still not impressive for the N64. I mean, the PS1 couldn't even render 2D. I mean, the PS1 couldn't even render 3D graphics, so most people had to work around that. Most people who did program for the PS1 worked around that. But I mean, this one could actually use 3D graphics. They just had to use sprites for the characters yeah, they didn't have enough storage. I mean, I don't think they had like enough storage or something like that. They wanted to save storage with character models. You can also go on the side parts in 7, which I like. It's just a normal circuit course. It's a normal beginner course. It's very simple. It consists of only like 2 turns. But there's that blimp that gives you a blue shell. I mean, I never get to it, but I mean, yeah, this guy also tried getting to it. Still, it's a nice circuit. It's a nice raceway course, and I'm just. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention in the Warrior Stadium segment, they haven't brought back yet, which is kind of unfitting since I feel like they shouldn't have brought back, I don't know, Banshee Boardwalk, but they are bad at making decisions in DS for the retro tracks. Anyways, number 7. Wait a second. Wait a second. I forgot which one this is. This is Choco Mountain. Oh yeah, this is a continuation to Choco Island courses in the original Super Mario Kart. But the difference is, this is actually good, or at least kind of. I mean, it's ranked number 7, but I mean, it's still nice. This is a fun course. I like the idea. They tried it in Super Mario Kart, and they're like, let's continue that up. And yeah, it gives me. I mean, I live in a very mountainous state, so I like the mountains theme, and I like the fog. That's a nice idea. There's that nice little cave with the face that you go over at one point, which is fun. There's this part, and then there is a couple of jumps here, and this is a part where you could fall off though. I mean, they put a gigantic river right here, so that way you couldn't fall down in this part. I mean, that's not my favorite. It's kind of like that part in Lakeside Park where there's walls on the edge, where there's bumpers on the edges, and you could jump over it. But I mean, that makes you go further back in the race, which is not very good. But I mean, yeah. There's these chocolate bowling balls that someone's throwing at you, which I like. And yeah, there's this part. This is the part where most people fall down, and hit that other part of the track. And there's these nice bumps though. I mean, there's Poomp Rock right there, so I mean, that's not good. But I mean, still, it's a fun course, and the music is fire. My parents just getting mad at the CU game. Yeah. So then I'd like to do this video. Enough about that. Anyway, fun track. Just this section is kind of annoying, but still fun. I like the vibe. I like everything about it except for that section where you can fall off. But I mean, I haven't done that before, so probably because I play on 100cc. Anyways, next one. Blah blah blah. Underwater. I'm under the water. Please help me. Blah. Okay, and this is Koopa Troopa Beach, a continuation of the Koopa Beaches, which are actually kind of nice course themes. I like them in the original. I actually kind of liked Koopa Beach, the Koopa Beaches in the original, and I find this one also kind of nice and neat. I also find this one kind of neat. You cut corners underwater, which keeps that Koopa Beach thing intact. And it has a couple of ramps, which kind of are hard to aim, but whatever. If this guy gets a mushroom, yes, okay. Okay, skip past it, but this You see that ramp right there? It goes inside that hole. And they always say CTR is more complex than
CTR is all more complex than Mario Kart 64. They have better shortcuts.
and they always bring up that one in Sewer Speedway, which is very interesting. But they always never mention this course. And you know what this shortcut does? Wait, let's see. Does he take this shortcut on any lap? Doesn't take it on that lap. And no, he doesn't take the shortcut on any laps, but the shortcut where you boost through the hill, even though boost on the ramp and go through the cave in the rocks, you come out waterfall right here, and it cuts off this gigantic part of the track. And it's a very cool, it's a very unique, it's a very nice shortcut. And to all you people who are saying CTR is better than Mario Kart, which I agree on for this game, but which I agree on for Mario Kart 64, but not for Mario Kart 8. You cocky, yeah. But anyways, what I'm saying is, this is a very neat course with cutting corners underwater, which is very nice, and I like cutting corners underwater. And if there's one way I can describe this course, it's nice. I also described this in my previous video, the Mario Kart versus CTR video. So yeah, check that out once you're done. Yeah, I've said that twice already, haven't I? But anyways, nice course. The ramps are a little annoying because you can't maneuver the air that easily in this game, but still fun. Hey dear. Oh. That's conveniently where the top 5 starts anyways. Let's see you again. Okay, and number 5. Oh boy, he's almost a quarter of the way there. Yay. Ah, yes, the longest track in the game, being Warrior Stadium, Rainbow Road, the exact opposite of how it was in Mario Kart, the exact opposite of how it was in Mario Kart and Super Mario Kart. Instead of being a short, borderless, and a short track with no walls on the sides, and an extremely hard difficulty with lumps. This one is an extremely long course. With border walls on the sides everywhere, and chain chomps on the road. Yeah, a normal track's like around this size. I think it's like around this size, like half the track. Yeah, there's this gigantic part right here. It was kind of a bad idea for me not to pick one with the ultra shortcut, cause yeah, I don't think this guy pulls off the ultra shortcut on any of the laps. Nope, he doesn't pull off the ultra shortcut on any laps. There's these nice. It's a fun track though. Like there's these chain chomps on the sides. It's a very nice course. Like if you're talking about aesthetic, this is one of the best ones in the game. There's that little star part. There's a ghost right there, and then there's those chain chomps that swerve. I don't know how they stay up there. It seems impossible, but whatever. And in Mario Kart 8, this got remastered to a 3-section track, which I feel like was the way they should have gone with this in the original. But I mean, 7 was the one who introduced these section courses. So yeah, they didn't know. I'm pretty sure they wanted to still incorporate a lapped course. But and in a little bit, I'll show you what I'm talking about, the ultra shortcut. If you are if you have no idea what this anything about, if you have like no idea about this game, and I'll show you what is later. What I'm talking about, this this quote unquote ultra shortcut, which I actually have pulled off before. It's one of the easiest. It's like one of the only glitches that I actually know how to pull off, and it's one of the easier ones. Like, I could bust out my Switch right now, in like 5 to 10 try, in like 3 to 7 tries, I could get down. There's this nice swervy part around here, and once I complete one lap, and once he completes his first lap, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, just wait. Wait. And he's in third somehow. And most people this is like brutal as a Rainbow Road should be, but the only brutal parts are maybe the ultra shortcut and how long it is. I stole that from Shea Frillis. But anyways, oh. And here, let me show you what I'm talking about here. N64, because they're all talking about Wii. Because, yeah, like. Okay, here is. I think he pulled off the shortcut.
Advil liquid gels are faster and stronger than Tylenol rapid release gels.
Yeah?
Advil.
Oh, good. What's the score right now?
Targeted relief. The only
Okay.
with 4 powerful pain
Just a second.
that start working on contact and lasts up to 8 hours.
I think this guy's probably gonna pull it off. Rainbow Road shortcut for results and laps. I think this guy will pull it off, but here's that is the shortcut. You see that? That is the shortcut I'm talking about. At the beginning of the race, you jump off the edge, and you fall all the way down, and then you hit that bottom part. The guy didn't pull it off as successful as like normally, but he still did it. It's a little hard to get the timing down, but it's pretty dang easy for a glitch. But yeah, on that giant hill that goes down like this, you jump off and go to this part of the track, and then you swerve all the way up. That is a very cool feat, and that's what I'm talking about. It's the easiest shortcut. It's the easiest glitch. It's the easiest glitch I know. So I mean, that's the only one I've really pulled off. So I mean, this rainbow has charm, but I mean, unless you want to take the ultra shortcut, then it's a little bit long. Also, for some reason, red shells are dysfunctional on this track. I don't know why. Number 4. Let's see here, number 4. What did I put at number 4? I only put 2 tracks. I don't know. What's here? Oh yeah, Royal Raceway. How did I forget about it? Oh wait, Royal Raceway. This is Royal Raceway. One of the least, when you think of Mario Kart 64, this is probably the track that you think of. This is probably one of the tracks that you think of first. I mean, I feel like it's easy for people to forget that this course was in Mario Kart 8. Unless they remember the part that, they removed the castle, which really isn't that big of a deal. I just like the track in general. It's nice, it's complex. It's complex for a circuit course, and it's very cool. It's in the Star Cup, and it's also one of the harder ones. It's tied with Sherbet Land for the second hardest / easiest one. And this is one of my favorite parts. You cross over that part of the track is a big jump. It's two of the tracks in the game that is a big jump. And yeah, big jump and bam, you bounce off the ground. Like, that's some crazy suspension on those karts though. Like, seriously. Imagine how much suspension those karts need to bounce up like that though. Anyway, but most people glaze over this course because Peach's Castle. More specifically, the one from the Nintendo 60, more specifically, the one from Mario 64. It's the exact replica, and they like driving around on that. It's also where the reward ceremony takes place, which I think it's cool that they always keep like a continuity thing in these games, which they don't really try to keep too much now. Like, they keep like the same model for the castle. Some people will call it lazy, I call it cool. And it's nice, and they got gated off in Mario Kart 8, but I don't really care too bad. Because the worst part, the only reason this track isn't S tier is because that one turn right there. Literally nobody. I don't think, literally, the only way to make that corner, this guy even knows it, is to cut through the grass. That's the only reason it's not S tier. And since due to the crisper controls of Mario Kart 8, it's not like that there, but still a nice track, big jump, nice little extra part right there. It's cool. Sorry. Good track. A little difficult though, but good track. Perfect level of difficulty for this game. Oh yes, it's an S tier. Number 3. Wait. One. Yes, DK's Jungle Parkway. One of the more complex courses in this game. Oh yeah, PlayStation ad in my middle of my Nintendo video. No one cares. There we go. Yes, DK's Jungle Parkway. One of the best. It's the first DK themed course in the game, in the Mario Kart series, and this is kind of a continuation of the Don't Plains 2. When I think of it, to be honest, it's like grassy, jungly. I like that. There's this. This is the main part. You know what most DK courses have, though? A big jump. Or a big glider section. Like, there's DK's Jungle Parkway, DK Summit, DK's Jungle Parkway. There's DK's Jungle Parkway, DK Summit. There's, DK, Mountain, and there's DK, Jungle, just DK Jungle by itself, with a long glider section. That's kind of the reason why DK was the one from DS again. Did I mix them up? Oh no, DK's almost the one from Wii. DK Pass, I think it's called. I don't know. But anyway, this one's better because you can aim on the. It's more complex than the normal one. Like, you can aim on that part, like go down a little bit. That's a nice little shortcut-ish thing. It's cool. It's one of the only courses in the game with a big jump, and by I mean big jump, it has a boost, and then there's a jump. Sorry. Is this? It's nice. A boat. There's a ghost ship. How do you know it's a ghost ship? That because you can go through it. Anyways, there's this part. There's rocks that get thrown at you when you go off board, but yeah. There's the bridge I was talking about in the Bowser's Castle section. It's the exact same bridge, both borders on the side. And then there's this gigantic hill right here, and I think everybody's noticed by this point, no matter what age you are, I think everybody's noticed that you could just cut off that part. you could just cut off that part. It's very easy. It's a very complex course for the Nintendo 64. I think it's a nice one that is, it's a nice one that people like, and I kind of like it too. So, yeah, good course. Yeah. Anyways, next one, I guess. Oops, shoot. I'm not good. Just, na 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 na. Ah, yes, Calamari Desert. This is the one. Most people will put this at 1, but I put this at 2 because I like another track a little better. I mean, since it's a short game, I'm pretty sure most of you guys use process of elimination and already know which one is next, but some people probably didn't know which one's next, so I'm not gonna spoil it right now, but Calamari Desert, a very solid course with a train. It has a train. Nice. You go off the course and follow the train, and I'm already talking a lot about it. There's not much to this course that I didn't talk about in my other video. About the curved trail, prime for mushroom shortcuts, and then this train. It's a cool train. I find it funny when Yoshi's. I find it funny when they just get blown up by the train right there. I find it funny. There's this part, and then there's like that. You try to cover it. You try to get in front of the train before it comes across. That is a very cool thing that I like about this course, and it is. And there's not a lot to this course. It's a mushroom cup course, which is surprisingly good for one. And all I can say is train. Train is cool. I like it. Damn, this is LA. Toad's Turnpike, the first traffic course, and the best one too. It is amazing. This is an amazing course, and in Mario Kart 8 is still just, it's still a little bit worse, but it's still a fire course. This is a thin, tight, traffic-packed sunset turnpike with boxes on the side and actually proportionally accurate cars, actually. Which I'm not sure if they ditched in Mario Kart 8. I don't think they did, though. There's that part that goes over that part, which kind of represents parts of this, and it is very... It's a traffic course with tight maneuvering parts, and the only issues are that that's really hard if two cars are right next to each other. Like, there's not a lot you can do other than like get really tight. But I mean, this is still good. Like, it's still very good, of course. And yeah, it's a very basic introduction to traffic courses, but I think it's what most people should and will think of. It's what most people think of when they think of a traffic course, at least for me. This is what I think of. And I think this is just the definitive example of what to do for a Mario Kart course just in general. A creative idea executed properly that is a creative idea executed properly that is not any that has a level of challenge that's good but isn't too overstaying its welcome. This is just one of the best Mario Kart courses ever. And I will forever say that this is a very good course, and I like it, and yeah. So anyways, that was Mario Kart 64. So anyways, that was the Mario Kart 64. Like, subscribe, Like, subscribe, subscribe, and watch my other Mario Kart video. Anyways, I'm gonna go back and see if the CU game's going any better right now. So, anyways, have a good day, watch my other videos, and bye.